Hey guys, it's Steph, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. I have a hair in my mouth. I always have a hair in my mouth whenever I start these videos. I could just refilm that, but I'm not gonna. In today's video, I'm doing a Valentine's Day makeup look, whether you're spending it with a partner, by yourself, with your friends, with your family, with your cat, with a dog, just like any dog you sort of come across on the street. If you find yourself spending your Valentine's Day with a stray dog, what am I even talking about at this point? Either way, we are getting glammed up today, Valentine's Day style, and I figured we could do something more wearable, something a little bit more subdued, kind of like everyday appropriate, but I'm also gonna give it a little twist at the end. I'm gonna be using a bunch of different brands today, some high-end, some more drugstore, but I'm gonna be using a lot of Illamasqua products. Number one, you guys know I love their stuff anyway, but also they have a ton of offers on that actually end on Valentine's Day, so if there's anything you guys wanna pick up, make sure you're quick. So for Valentine's Day, Illamasqua have actually put together a bunch of different bundles on the website. This one here is the Enticing Eyes bundle, which I'll talk you guys through in a second. But basically, if you buy one of the bundles, it works out a whole load cheaper than if you were to buy all the products individually. But you guys know I always like to secure an extra little discount code for you all. So if you use the code Steph Toms, which I will put on screen and also down below, you will get an extra 5% off on this bundle and then another one that I'm about to show you guys in a second. But yeah, this here includes this palette here, which is the Movement palette. I'll show you guys a close-up in the cutaways, but honestly it looks stunning. So you get this palette, you get the mascara, which you guys know I love, and then you also get one of their gel liners. Now I love the formula of their gel liners. I use like the brownie shade all the time. It's like one of my everyday sort of products that I use, but this one here is in black, so if you guys like to do a little flick, a little wing, you guys will love this. Honestly, the formula of their gel liners is so good. So yeah, if you buy the Enticing Eyes bundle, it obviously works out cheaper anyway, but then if you use the code Steph Toms, you will get 5% off on top. Then we have the Flush Lip Kit. Now I love Illamasqua lip products. Their liners are insane. So this is the Flush Lip Kit. They have a bunch of different colors as well, but inside you get one of their lip liners, which again, like I said, I love. This one here is in the shade Undressed, and I'll show you guys the color of this one. I'm gonna use a bunch of these products throughout this video anyway, so you guys will see them in action. But look at this. Is that not the most... That's like literally the most perfect nudie pink shades. You also get one of their Ultra Matte lipsticks in the shade Climax, which is one of my favorite shades that they do. Only this one is in the matte formula. And again, you guys know I've been loving the more pinky shades recently, and that combination already is just like chef's kiss. And then in that bundle as well, you also get one of their lip polishes, which I've spoken about before on this channel. This one here is in the shade Vogue. I forget what the color was that I used before. I think it was in the shade Vein. It was like a bright red. But these are like super glossy liquid lipsticks, and they are just so pigmented and so stunning. And honestly, just seeing all those colors together, that is literally my most perfect sort of pinky nude shade that I would wear every day. So yeah, again, get that bundle. Works out cheaper anyway, but then if you use the code Steph Toms, extra 5% off. You're welcome. So yeah, basically Illamasqua have a ton of offers on at the moment, and they have a bunch of different bundles on the website as well, but they are only valid until Valentine's Day, which is obviously the 14th of February. So make sure you're quick, make sure you use the code Steph Toms, and you will get an extra 5% off on the bundles or 25% off on the skin-based family. I am talking so much. Should we just put some makeup on my face? I swear I just spat. Pretty sure I just spat all over my own mirror there. Should we just put some makeup on? Yes? Yes, okay, let's do some makeup. Ooh, I am hot. Do I not have any hearts? Let's do some pink cat ears. That's close enough, right? I swear I had a heart headband somewhere. Maybe I'm imagining things. It wouldn't be the first time. All right, so I've already gone ahead and slicked up my eyebrows using my Refi Brow Sculpt stuff that I've already lost. I don't know where I put it, but yeah, I used the Refi Brow Sculpt. For my primer today, I'm gonna be using the NYX Hydro Touch Primer. I haven't used this in a while, but I really liked it when I first tried it out. It's very like gel consistency-ish, and it just really hydrates your skin, smells good. I just like a hydrating primer. You guys know this. Yeah, I'm gonna pop that all over my skin. I feel like it just makes my skin look like juicy and plump, and obviously it's affordable as well. So for my base today, like I said, I'm gonna be using the skin-based foundation from Illamasqua. This one is in the shade SB 5.5. Hopefully this is a good shade for me. We will see, time will tell. But I'm gonna drizzle some of that on the back of my hand in an abstract manner. And I'm gonna take my Sigma Curve Kabuki and pop that all over my face. Might be too light for me. We'll bronze it up, it's all good. But honestly, the way that this makes my skin look is insane. It's very like it gives you coverage, but it fully does just look like your skin. I do have another color actually. I do have 7.5. Let's try a bit of that. Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay, scrap that. We're using 7.5. Yeah, that's just a better undertone for me. I always get questions about what kind of foundation I recommend for people on their wedding day and stuff. And I honestly think Skin Base is a really, really good shout because it looks good in person, but it also photographs really nicely as well. And it gives you coverage without looking like a full-on mask. Next for concealer, I'm using the Skin Base concealer pen, which again, I'm not even just saying this. This concealer is bomb, especially for your under eyes. So you've got the metallic or like the metal tip at the end, which is obviously very, very cooling. And you give it a couple clicks and there we go. I'm using a slightly different color today. This one is in the shade Light 3. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop that around my eyes. And honestly, the coverage that this stuff will give you is insane. Like, I'm here saying the skin-based foundation is like quite natural, very sort of skin-like. If you want your under eyes to look flawless, this is the stuff to use. Like, it actually gives you so much coverage, it's insane. Like, I would probably just use this on its own without even using the foundation. It gives you that much coverage. And it's like hydrating as well. It doesn't ever look dry. It's got like a similar sort of consistency to Bye Bye Under Eye, which you guys know I love. It's very similar to that, but I know some of you guys find that to be a bit too oily, whereas this, you could go without powdering this down and it just works. It doesn't really crease or anything. And I know what some people are thinking, like, you work with Illamasqua, of course you're gonna say this, but I've said it before I was working with them. I really, really rate this stuff. And I'm just gonna take any of the excess just onto my lid for a minute as well. And I do personally prefer to use it under my eyes, but you can also use it anywhere, to be honest. And you can see how quickly it blends out as well. Like, it just blends itself out, to be honest. Like, I can just not even like look right now and I'll just blend it out. And it just does itself. This is normally like me in the morning, to be fair. Like when I wake up, I'm like, my eyes aren't even open. I just need something to cover everything up. And yeah, look, it literally blends out flawlessly. Next for my bronzer, I used this the other day in a video and I am obsessed with it. Like, I loved it in the video, but it's really grown on me. This is from Missguided and it's their Instant Vacay Luminous Gel Bronzer. I'm just gonna pop some of it on here and I'm just gonna blend it out using a fluffy brush. But it's just like, it gives you a natural little pick-me-up. Like, it's not like a full-on stripe of color or anything. It just adds a nice little contour without it being too much. And I mean, you can see how quickly it blends out. And it just looks good as well. It doesn't look like anything on my skin. Like, you can see, bronzed, not as bronzed. So I'm gonna add a little bit more onto my cheeks. And it's not too pigmented either. You guys know how I feel about some face products being too pigmented. It's like sometimes you put something on and it's like, can I just like Control Alt Delete everything that I just did? Whereas with this, it's like if you put too much on, just keep blending and eventually it'll disperse enough so that you won't notice it. It's like, it's pretty much foolproof, to be honest. Go a little bit down the sides of my nose as well and around my jaw. Next is another product that I used the other day, only I'm using it in a different color. This is from Beauty Bay and it's the Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter in the shade Tongue. I don't know how I feel about it being called Tongue. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But basically, you have a lip side on one end, and then you also have a cheek color, which is a little bit more pigmented. But this one is a bit more brighter than the other one that I used the other day. And I'm gonna do what everyone wants me to do. Like, I know you guys want me to dabble in blush a bit more. And so today is the day. I'm gonna do something a bit more subtle for now, and then I'm gonna build it up a little bit later. These smell really good as well. I don't think I mentioned that before, but they smell really, really good. And then again, I'm just gonna pat it in with my foundation brush. I'm then gonna go in with the Illamasqua Skin-Based Pressed Powder. Now, like I said, I've not ever tried this out before. I have heard some really good reviews on this. I'm using it in the shade Medium 1. So it looks like this, which looks like a pretty good color for me. I'm not a pressed powder kind of girl, let alone a tinted pressed powder. So I hope I like it, otherwise it's gonna be a little bit awkward. I'm gonna take this brush here from Tarte and go in with some of that. And I'm gonna set my under eyes first. Pretty sure I just set a cat hair into my face, but that's nothing new. It's mattified everything down quite quickly. I'm barely using any product here. I feel like sometimes using pressed powders, they can look a little bit cakey. It's not taking down any of the color on my cheeks either. Like, it's not actually too pigmented in terms of color. It's a little bit different than my normal loose powder sort of finish, but actually looks pretty good, to be fair. Okay, we're safe. Yeah, that actually looks good. I actually quite like that. So now for bronzer, I'm gonna add a little bit of this one from Doll Beauty. It's in the shade Gimme Sun, and it's just this nice warm kind of bronzer. So I feel like I used the misguided one to sort of sculpt my face out a little bit, but I'm gonna take some of this just on a big fluffy brush. I'm using a blank canvas F42, and I'm gonna bronze up my cheeks here just to add a bit more warmth. I feel like it kind of blends in nicely with the blusher as well. I'm going to go a little bit across my nose as well. I'm now also going to take this blusher from Doll Beauty. Again, this is the Pretty Fly blusher in the shade Costa del Doll. I see what you did there. See what you did there. And you can see it's this nice pinky shade here. So I'm going to go in with some of that. These are crazy pigmented. So I actually have way too much on my brush right now. But I might just kind of roll with it. I'm going to bring that a little bit higher than I normally would. And then again, I take my foundation brush and just mesh everything in. I always feel like I just look like I've got a sunburn when I do this, but then by the time we've done everything, it should all come together, in theory. So now for my eyes, like I said, I have this movement palette here, which is part of the Enticing Eyes bundle. And look at the shades in this. Stunning. So my general idea today is I thought I could do quite a simple little cut crease using this shade here in the crease and then maybe adding a little bit of shimmer as we go. So I'm going to take this small fluffy brush and just take a little bit of that kind of dusty purple shade. Actually, before I do that, let's swatch a couple because this looks stunning. Ooh, is it going to focus? I'm about to sneeze. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, look at this. I mean, I really rate Illamasqua. Come on, focus. I really rate Illamasqua eyeshadows anyway. So I know the formula. It's just the colours. So I'm going to take some of that purple. And I'm going to work that straight into my crease. This sort of colour always brings out the cool tones in my brown eyes. I'm then going to take a little bit of this shimmery gold shade here. And while I'm here, I'm just going to pop some of that on my brow bone. That is so pigmented. I don't even need that much. I'm going to blend that purple out a bit more. And then I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more of this Doll Beauty blusher and work that just a little bit above in the crease too, just to add a touch of warmth. I'm then going to go in with a little bit of that skin-based concealer again, and I'm going to use that to cut my crease. So, you know the drill. I slap a little bit on my lid, do a couple of funny faces, wiggle my head around like I'm looking shady as hell. What are you up to? What are you up to? And then you can see it just sits nicely on my lid there. And normally what I do is I like to kind of create a little bit of a gradient here, but I'm actually going to really carve out the crease here. The brush I'm using, by the way, is the Acid Rain one from P. Louise. I'm then going to go in with this shade here, which is like, I'd say it's kind of like an off-white more than anything, but I'm going to take some of that and make my lid pop just a bit more with that. I'm then going to take this shade here, the one that I was obsessed with, and I'm going to pop that right on my inner corner. I know it's not like pinky, but I just love it. I'm then just taking a little bit more of that blush, and I'm running that on my lower lash line, like just on the inner corner. We need some highlighter. I haven't even done highlighter yet. I picked this up because I really, really liked it the last time I tried it. It's the Laura Mercier highlighting powder in the shade Rose Glow. I just opened my highlighter drawer and I was just like, that one. That's what I want to use today. It's a little bit more pinky. But I'm going to dust that on my cheeks and everywhere. Ooh, might even go with more blusher in a minute. Shall I? When I first tried this stuff, I was like, is it pigmented? Is it not? I don't know. But yeah, I can confirm it is indeed pigmented. Like the way it makes light reflect is just insane. See that going over my cheeks like that. And I'm not going to go on my nose today. Yeah, I am. I changed my mind. Like, why would I not go on my nose? Who am I trying to kid? I might not go on the bridge of my nose, but I'm going to go on the tip of it. Then for mascara, I dropped it on the floor. So I'm grabbing it with my feet. Come on. It's like wedged. Haha. So yeah, for my mascara, I'm obviously using the one from Illamasqua. I'm just going to apply that to the outer 2/3 of my lashes to really like elongate them. I think I might only put it on my top lashes for now. I might change my mind. I tend to do that a lot, but I'm just going to build that up on my outer corner mostly. Look at that. It's just like the most perfect little swoop. I'm then going to take this eyeliner here from Marc Jacobs. It's like this really bright pinky shade. One of you guys told me the other day that Marc Jacobs Beauty is no more. Did I miss that? Like, when did that happen? But I'm going to use this because it's the only like bright liner that I have. But there's like loads of other brands that do them. And I'm going to run that in my waterline. It's like pink eye, but make it fashion, make it romantic. I mean, to be fair, this liner isn't really even doing much. So maybe there's a reason why the brand is ending. I mean, it was okay, I guess. Then I'm going to use a little bit of the gel liner. And I'm not going to create like a flick or anything because I feel like that might be a bit too much just for this like soft look. But what I am going to do is take a very, very tiny little brush. This is literally a paintbrush. And I'm probably going to have to like not talk when I do this, but I'm going to create a teeny tiny little heart just on my brow bone. I hope my shaky hands might just say no today. Make a little thing there. Ah, that was actually easier than I thought. Ooh, cute. So now for my lips, I'm obviously going to be using that little bundle that I mentioned before. So I'm going in with the pencil in the shades Undressed. Forgot what it was called then. I'm going to line my lips with that, go across my Cupid's bow. I don't know why I always try and talk when I line my lips because it's like near impossible. I'm going right across my Cupid's bow. These liners, honestly, why do I always try and talk when I do this? But they're like a good combination of not too creamy so that they slip everywhere, but they're still creamy enough. It's like the right balance. So line my lips with that, which that's the most perfect lip liner shade for me. It's got like a little bit of pink in it, but it's still very, very nudie. I'll then take the Climax lipstick, and I have this in like a more cream formula, but I'm going to be using the Ultra Matte one. Look at that. Again, it's like the most perfect cool tone pink. I love that color. And then I'm going to take the lip polish in the shade Vogue and just pop a little bit of that right on the center. Just add a tiny little bit of shine. This is cute. I'm then just going to go in with a little bit of the Lottie London Dewy Setting Spray, which I haven't used in a while actually. But give that a couple of spritzes. Oh my God. I forgot how intense the spray of this stuff was. Do it from far away. A little bit more glowy. Honestly, guys, don't click off. You're still watching like one of my videos here, but I'm going to add more blush. I'm going to go in a bit more heavy with that there because I feel like we just can. And again, over the nose. I am going to like properly blend this out in a second. Just tap that in one more time. Ooh, I like it. All right, guys, I'm going to do the other off camera. I'm probably going to add some lashes as well. I think I'm going to add the Lottie ones from Huda Beauty. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll check back with you guys, show you like the full, like more wearable look, and then we'll mix things up. All right, guys, so this is the finished look as far as like the everyday look goes. So I'm going to do a little close up for you guys just so you can see it. However, now, like I said, we're going to mix things up a little bit. Now, I don't quite know how this is going to go. I have an idea in my head. It's just whether or not it like, you know, translates. But I'm going to be using some sticky labels and some scissors and just hoping for the best. So yeah, now what I want to do is add a whole load of little heart-shaped freckles all over my face. So my plan is to basically cut loads of little heart shapes out of these labels and stick them to my face, dot like some blush or eyeshadow around them, and hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Either way, like this look is cute. Let's try and mix it up a little bit. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Little pen. Okay, I'm gonna draw a couple of different shape hearts. That'll do. Couple of mini ones. I don't know how I'm gonna cut out some of these. Let's just try this. Okay, I've drawn some little hearts and I'm just gonna cut them out. It's like a little craft session as well. All right, I'm hoping this doesn't actually take off my foundation or anything too much. I'm just gonna pop one of them. Let's just like start here. Let's do a test. And I'm just gonna take some of my blusher. Do that first. I really hope this works. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh my God, can you see that? It worked. I might just reuse this one until I can't reuse it anymore. Okay, this is fun. Now that it's working, this is fun. Okay, I could have done with a little bit more shadow in there, but if I put a little bit of white in there, it'll bring it out, that's fine. Right, now that I know this works, I'm gonna do a couple more so I can just make this a little bit quicker, so talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I did some little hearts, and I'm just gonna like move them around because that takes way too long, especially little teeny tiny ones. But I'm gonna go over them again. Some of these are a little bit more sticky than the other ones, so I've got to be careful. I feel like I could probably get away with doing some of the like really, really tiny ones with a bit of like white eyeshadow or something. Okay, should we try taking some of these off? Okay, right, save that little one there. Oh my God, this is working. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. I'm sure you could buy like actual stencils and stuff. I just didn't have any. Oh my God, even the tiny one worked. This is fun. Oh my God, look how cute this is. I'm so obsessed with this. Okay. Cute. Cute. Okay, I'm just gonna very lightly blend the rest of that out. Oh my God, I love it. And then I'm gonna take a teeny tiny little brush and go in with a little bit of that white eyeshadow just to highlight some of them. Doesn't need to be super neat. It's just so it kind of pops a little bit more. I mean, if you can get stickers, do that because it will save you a whole lot of time. Look, oh my God. The white actually makes a big difference. Oh man, I love it. Okay, a little bit more blending. Honestly, this is your sign to draw teeny tiny little hearts all over your face. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it here for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time and because we're getting closer and closer to 500,000 subscribers. And once I do hit 500,000, I have something very exciting in store for you guys. So let's make it happen a little bit quicker. Like I said at the start of the video, if you guys do want to pick up anything from Illamasqua, then don't forget those bundles are only available until February 14th, aka Valentine's Day. And if you do grab them, then make sure you use the code Steph Toms to get your extra 5% off. And then if you do want to pick up anything from the skin-based family, use that same code and you will get 25% off of them. Anyway, guys, that is it from me, guys. I love ya. Get it? Love ya. Valentine's Day. Hearts. Worst dad joke I've ever made. I love ya, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my God, so cute.